It happened again. Welcome back to the channel. Grab your coffee, or if you're a Ubisoft shareholder, grab something much stronger. Because guys, we need to talk. If you thought 2024 or 2025 were rough for the industry, Ubisoft just looked at the calendar, saw it was January 2026, and said, hold my baguette. Yesterday, the news dropped like a glitches out assassin falling through the map. Ubisoft shares have plummeted, and I mean plummeted. Nearly 40% in a single morning. Why? Because they just announced they are canceling 6 games. 6 whole games gone poof, including, and this one actually hurts my soul, the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. Yes, the one they announced in 2020. The one that's been rebooted more times than the Spider-Man film franchise. It is officially dead. Today, we're going to break down exactly what is happening, why the stock market is treating Ubisoft like radioactive waste, and I'm going to put my marketing hat on as always to explain what this creative house restructuring actually means. Because spoiler alert, it's corporate speak for we have no idea what we're doing, so we're going to just make Assassin's Creed until the sun explodes. Let's dive in. So here's the brass tacks. Ubisoft is restructuring. Again, they're splitting the entire company into 5 creative houses, which sounds like something from Harry Potter if Hogwarts was run by hedge fund managers. Let's run through them because this tells you everything you need to know about where gaming is going in 2026. House number 1, Vantage Studios. This is the big boy. This house is solely focused on Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Basically the please don't bankrupt us division. Their strategy here is explicitly stated as turning them into annual billionaire brands. So if you were tired of climbing towers to reveal the map, bad news, buddy. You're going to be climbing towers until you're 90. House number 2, the Shooter House, The Division, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, or as I like to call it, the Tom Clancy Grave Spinning Division. House number 3, Live Experiences, Skull and Bones. Yes, that game is somehow still a thing. For Honor, The Crew. This is the Games as a Service silo. House number 4, Fantasy and Narrative. This is where Rayman, Beyond Good and Evil, and the now deceased Prince of Persia lived. Honestly, this house feels like the storage closet where they put the things people actually love, but they don't know how to monetize. And house number 5, Casual. Just Dance, Uno, and mobile games. The Grandma's Christmas Gift Division. They also announced they're closing the Halifax and Stockholm studios. And this is the part that sucks. Real people losing jobs because executives chase trends for 5 years too long. But why kill 6 games? They said these games didn't meet enhanced quality benchmarks. Translation, we ran the numbers and we realized we can't sell a generic battle royale in 2026 when everyone's going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6. The marketing analysis, the AAA bubble pop. Okay, putting the marketing hat on for a second. Why does a company cancel products they've already spent millions developing? It's the sunk cost fallacy versus opportunity cost. Ubisoft has realized that the AA game, the good, solid 7 out of 10 game, is dead in this market. You are either a massive culture-shifting hit, like Grand Theft Auto or Monster Hunter, or you are invisible. From a branding perspective, Ubisoft has a massive identity crisis. Ask yourself, what is a Ubisoft game in 2026? It's a map full of icons, microtransactions, and a slightly buggy launch. That is their brand identity right now. This reset is them trying to pivot from we make everything for everyone to we only make things that make $1 billion. The stock dropped 40% not just because games were canceled, but because the market hates uncertainty. Canceling the Prince of Persia remake after 6 years tells investors we wasted money for half a decade and have nothing to show for it. That is terrifying if you hold the stock. They are doubling down on open world and gas native experiences. Their words, not mine. In marketing terms, this is called ignoring the customer sentiment. Gamers have been screaming for focused single-player experiences. Ubisoft hears that and says, I hear you. How about an open world extraction shooter with a battle pass? You know, reading this news actually hit me in a weird way. Not just as a gamer, but just life-wise. I was looking at that Prince of Persia cancellation. 2020 to 2026, that's 6 years. Think about where you were 6 years ago. I was in a completely different place. It's like, okay, dad life analogy time. It's like when I promised my kid we're going to go to the trampoline park on Saturday, I hype it up. I tell him it's going to be the sands of time of trampoline parks. We get in the car, we drive for 6 years, and then I turn around and say, actually, son, due to a restructuring of the family portfolio, we're just going to sit in the driveway and look at pictures of a trampoline. That is the level of emotional damage Ubisoft just inflicted on its fan base. It's a lesson in management, honestly. Whether you're managing a billion-dollar company or just your own household budget, finish what you start, or at least admit you can't do it before you burn 5 years of resources on it. We all have those projects in our lives, right? That garage project, that novel, that diet. Ubisoft is basically all of us in January realizing we haven't been to the gym since New Year's and just canceling the membership entirely. So is Ubisoft done? No, they are too big to fail until they aren't. But look at the landscape. Sony is pivoting. Microsoft is doing whatever Microsoft is doing. The industry is contracting. This pivot to generative AI and development, which they also mentioned in the press release, is their Hail Mary. They want to cut costs. They want to make Assassin's Creed maps bigger and faster using AI because they fired the people who used to make them by hand. The danger here is Soul. The Ubisoft formula is already criticized for feeling robotic. They literally start using robots to make it. Are we even going to notice, or will it just be the same empty calories? They've delayed 7 other games to 2027. That means 2026 is going to be very dry for them, relying almost entirely on their back catalog and whatever Assassin's Creed content they can pump out. Look, I want Ubisoft to be good. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory is still one of the GOATs, but this restructuring feels less like a new era and more like a fire sale. So what do you guys think? Is the Prince of Persia cancellation the final straw for you? Or are you hyped for Vantage Studio to release Assassin's Creed 47, The Paycheck? Let me know in the comments. I read them all, mostly see if Ubisoft CEO is in there asking for a loan. If you liked the video, hit the sub button. It helps the channel way more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.